Nestle India started Maggi in India in the year 1983. This was a completely new product for the Indian market, as the Indians did not have such an instant food in their cuisine. The Maggi noodle crisis started in March 2014 when a food inspector from Barabanki in Uttar Pradesh saw that the product was very popular and it had a message which said that no added MSG. The inspector then got curious to examine the product and thus sent the samples to the nearby lab in Gorakhpur. And when the results came out, it was found that Maggi noodles had MSG. The reports were then sent to Nestle, but they believed that the reports were not accurate, and hence it was sent to a laboratory in Shimla, and then a few months later it was sent to a laboratory in Kolkata, which was the national laboratory, which said that it not only had MSG but it also had lead. Maggi had 7 times more lead than the prescribed limit. The news spread very fast on social media, and soon all the states were boycotting Maggi. And ultimately, Nestle itself withdrew Maggi from the Indian market.
Controversy over Maggi noodles going off the shelves in Uttar Pradesh.
However, no decision in fact has been taken whether Maggi packets should actually be banned.
Following Uttar Pradesh's example, other states like Maharashtra and Gujarat too have sent in samples.
This is what the CEO of Nestle Global had to say about this scenario.
The Maggi noodles in Nestle India are safe for consumption.
What happened next was, as per the order of the Supreme Court, 7,000 tons of Maggi at 16 factories were burnt. All in all, this was the worst crisis Nestle India had faced ever. The competitors of Maggi benefited very well from this event. Famous brands like Top Ramen Noodles, Sunfeast EP Noodles by ITC brand, and many other such companies came into limelight and claimed their Maggi noodles to be the best. At the same time, Baba Ramdev, who had come up with his company Patanjali, boldly claimed that Maggi was unsafe and asked Nestle India to leave the country and go away forever. And finally, in November 2015, Maggi came back to the markets.
To be able to, on my own behalf and on behalf of 7,000 employees and numerous partners, distributors, suppliers and stakeholders of Nestle, to give back Maggi to whom it belongs, coming on Dhanteras, on the eve of Diwali. This is our small gift to consumers in India as they celebrate the festive season. Furthermore, putting our heart and soul into the exercise of rebuilding back Maggi.
जब मैगी पर सवाल उठे टीवी पे, अखबारों में, आस पड़ोस में, तो मुझे लगा ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है। मेरी माँ ने तो मुझे बचपन से मैगी खिलाई है और मैंने भी खिलाई अपने बच्चों को, तो दो माएँ गलत थी। फिर पता चला कि हर टेस्ट में यही निकला है, सब ठीक है हमारी मैगी में। अच्छा लगा, मैं और मेरी माँ दोनों सही थे।
What I feel is that a very important part of my life was missing, because there are some days where you just don't want to have a complete meal, or you just don't feel like having anything else. It's just that you just want to eat something for the sake of eating, but at the same time it should be quite delicious. So Maggi is something which is pretty easy to make. It's just a kind of a 2 to 4 minute process, and that's it.
I was never really a huge Maggi fan, but I used to use Maggi before. Now I don't use Maggi at all. I still do use Maggi. I love it.
People told Maggi has some lead or something, but I've been consuming Maggi since I was 6 years or 7 years old. But I didn't like.
The actual thing was in the packet, like the masala packet had the lead content, but when you boil it, the lead content goes away. So that time it is like safe to have. But if you have the packet raw, then it is a problem.
My point was the same thing.
Yeah, before that it was more frequent, but now it is reduced.
मैगी का फ़ायदा कम नुकसान ज़्यादा लगता था मुझे, इसलिए मैंने तो कभी मैगी को सपोर्ट नहीं किया और मुझे बिल्कुल भी मैगी का याद नहीं आ रहा है।
Case 2. The Supreme Court case which mandated National Anthem to be compulsorily played in cinema theatres. This is also commonly known as the Shyamnarayan Choksi versus the Union of India case. In 2001, Choksi went to Jyoti Talkies in Bhopal to watch Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, which had a scene where national anthem was played. He stood, but no one else did, and instead scolded him for blocking his view. Hurt by this, Choksi filed a PIL in Madhya Pradesh court, following which that scene of national anthem was removed from the movie throughout India. He did not give up. With more instances where the national anthem or the flag were disrespected, he went to the court again and filed another PIL in the Supreme Court, and thus came the famous verdict where the Supreme Court made it mandatory for cinemas to play the national anthem before every screening, and the audience had to stand. It also made it compulsory for the national flag to be displayed on the screen and the doors of the cinema to be closed while the national anthem is being played. And what happened next was that Supreme Court had to revise its orders. And this is what followed.
This is the order by the Honorable Supreme Court where it's modified its guidelines, and what they have said is that playing of the national anthem in cinema halls is not mandatory. That's what the Supreme Court says. It has also said that all citizens must show due respect to the national anthem.
National anthem is not mandatory, shouldn't be mandatory for all the movies, but the movies which have the patriotic message should have national anthem.
I think that it's not a good idea because people come from different area and in different mood, and few people drink and stuff.
It's fine. I don't think it's such a big hassle to stand up for 3 minutes.
See, whenever national anthem is being played, it's a fundamental duty. It's not your right. It's a fundamental duty to stand, salute, and respect the national anthem.
You coming to a movie theatre that is not displaying and standing for just 52 seconds to display. That's very much general knowledge issue.
Saying the national anthem does not make sense in a theatre because, like, you stand up for the national anthem and then you're sitting and watching a comedy movie or an action movie with full of murder and stuff like that.
We have to respect our country, our national anthem, and everything like that. That belongs to us.
Stand up to say so they have to stand up to say it, and they don't have a choice. So everyone just stands up and says the anthem, or some just stand and listen to it. I think it's good that way. Yeah, even I think.
Schools, definitely schools, colleges, I guess. I don't know, organized events I feel should be done.
The events, the open events that happen.
When assemblies are held in schools and colleges, that time at the end they should play national anthem, then they should depart.
Yeah, same.
Probably workplaces, on important occasions, probably, make it mandate saying that on Republic Day, Independence Day, something like that the national anthem be played.
You can't make people say national anthem.
Yeah, exactly. Everywhere you can't make them just go there.
You can't just start the national anthem and say everyone stand up.
Just stand up. Any public gathering.
Offices.
देखिए आपका फेवरेट पार्ट नेशनल एंथम.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा. विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा. तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे. गाहे तब जय गाथा. जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय.
देश की रिस्पेक्ट करना सीखो.